So the question before me is, do I try to hit this guy with my hammer, or do I try to disengage and heal myself?
It's a good question.
I'm at a grand total of 3 hit points.
Very true. Very true. But you got that will. I'll leave it to you. I mean, at this point,
Well, he has.
Kendrick with 3, and well, then again, that one guy is probably going to try and follow up on you.
Right.
But,
I would back off because he's got a full health bar, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but also if I back off, he's gonna shoot me again.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
So even if I heal myself, he's probably gonna try and shoot me again.
Well, I can reach all 3 of these guys. I'll just go after that guy next.
All right, you know what? Screw it. Screw it.
Swing the hammer.
We're gonna go with a hammer. Screw it.
It's a hammer, not a walking stick, boy.
Beauty. Beauty.
How you like me now?
What's your crit range on that? Is it a 19 to 20 or just a 20?
He rolled a 19.
They have that crit range thing.
Wow.
Well, I know, but I mean, if
it's been a long
some
time
weapons
since I've
you
looked
have
up.
I know. I gotta look it up too. What is it, a Dwarven Warhammer or just a Warhammer?
It's just a regular Warhammer.
Oh, just a regular Warhammer.
Is that a Warhammer? No.
Warhammer. Stop it.
Regular. It's normal.
It's just no Warhammer. It is DC 110, damage 120. Do they not have the crit range here? I guess they don't anymore. That's interesting. Oh no, yeah, they have. No, these is regular ranges. No, I'm not seeing it here.
No.
So we'll just have to go with 20s being the crit. Alright, still don't matter, it hits. So sling that damage, baby.
Please be that 8.
So it doesn't even matter. It
It's
doesn't even matter, they're both there. Oh, the damage pays off. Or the boldness pays off. As this guy goes.
Hey, don't.
So he thinks he has you. He swings and gets a good chunk out of you, but then the dwarf comes back with a hammer and says,
he took a good chunk.
Yeah, well, you took the whole piece.
Yeah.
The 19 to 20 crit is it's a feat or whatever they call them in this game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, all right. See, I'm running, folks at home. I'm running off of the free book, so I don't have any access to that kind of stuff. That's why the DM doesn't know. All right, so let's move on to Kendrick. You're up next, buddy. You just waylaid one of those guys right in front of you as you're spattered with green gore, but you're still in the fight, eager to take out that goblin in front of you.
Yep.
At least I'm internalizing that. What are you doing? I hear you tapping the keys.
I'm tapping. I'm tippity tap tapping. I'm gonna.
This one.
Tap it in.
Tap it in.
Why don't you want to go to your home?
Get in your home! The dagger! Get in the home!
Skills. No weapons. No.
He's gonna come out. There's gonna be like 15 rolls that are gonna come out on that on roll 20.
Roll. Oh.
There we go.
Wait. Do I have advantage? No, I don't.
No,
So
sorry.
sad. Tell me that guy's got an armor
Right,
class
so he
of 3.
starts slashing out, but he slips a little in the goblin blood that just got spattered all over his brand new boots. Moving on. Okay, we're gonna go to the hobgoblin here. He basically staggers back over here behind the tent, away from you guys, and he tries to blow the horn, but it's like. He can barely.
He blew it once already, though, did he?
Right.
Yeah, but
he
3
blew it
blows
once,
is
yeah.
the international sign for you know,
Yeah,
danger.
the 2 blows is like everything's
Come
fine.
playing some music. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 blows is like, yeah, he's trying to play Stairway to Heaven on the Warhorn again, whatever. All right, so that's our enemy chieftain. So now we've still got these 2 hobgoblins here. This one, I'm gonna do.
I am gonna be feeling life. Each one of these guys gets to take a hit on me.
They're trying to take a swing, but I'm gonna do a little thing called a.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oh wow, this guy's freaking bold. All right, he's staying in the fight, so he is going to go ahead and take a swing at Monsieur Kendrick. All right, here he comes with a scimitar, lashing out with his devious little goblin grody hands.
What's with the DM rolls?
Oh, and he misses. Because you're at a 14, right, Kendrick?
I'm a 14. Yes, I'm a 14.
All right. So you regain your footing after your miss from your turn, but just as you regain your footing, you step back just in time before the goblin's able to try and swipe at your guts with his scimitar. Good job. Good job. All right.
And the next one then takes a hit.
So the next one, yes. This guy is, well, first off, he's going to do this. He is going to... Looks like he's got to do a will save as well. Or he's going to try and bug out.
Looking at it.
Come on, roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
He's watching the chat window.
Oh, all right.
Failed.
He failed.
Run away.
He is disengaging. So, just a clarification, Kendrick, in case you didn't know, and I think Mike and Luke already know, but disengage basically is a full round action. He's basically not taking any attacks, and it helps him avoid getting swiped at as he makes a run for the border. Let me see here.
But we're gonna do another round, right?
We do have another round. That is correct.
He'll be 25 feet away in one round.
Well, these little scamps. I forgot what's their speed.
This guy's like Raiden, like teleporting from spot to spot.
I'm trying to remember what their speed is. Hang on a second. Is it fast enough to get away? Only the shadow knows. Come on. Let's see here.
Oh man.
Alright, he can make it to right there. So he's basically trying to bugger off. He's not even thinking about anything other than just surviving. So he's running.
Alright, Luke,
This
what kind of
guy's like
AoE
looking
you
back
got?
like,
Let's take
what the heck is
both
going
of
on?
these guys out.
Okay.
AoE, man. Look at this guy.
Are these other
No one
two guys in
determined.
blue, are they dead?
Sleeping.
I'm gonna shoot. that dude.
They are asleep right now.
They were the Jiminy Cricket kids.
That's right.
That was my AoE, by the way, and I don't get to use it again until tomorrow. I need to find another cricket.
Well, you got all these tents here. You can go take a quick nap. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Hold up,
Yeah.
goblins! I need to find another cricket.
Yeah, that's right. He goes, all right. What are you doing? You're doing the firebolt again?
Yeah.
What other cool
This guy.
spells you got?
This guy ain't coming back, right?
No.
This
Well,
guy.
yeah, he's.
Is he still in the fight? Do we think?
You think so? You don't see him where he's at right now.
I can't.
You're assuming he's still behind that tent.
Bummer,
So
you
if
can't
I
fireball
was
him
to-
anyway?
Well, how much? What's my movement speed? No idea.
Check what your character's saying here.
I need line of sight.
He's the halfling.
I think it's 20.
Mine is
it's
25.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm at
25.
25.
I'm at 25.
Yeah.
So he's gotta be faster
So-
than that.
Oh, nope.
Let's see
That's not
here.
what I was trying to do.
Somewhere.
That one.
Yes, take
I'm
that guy
gonna
out.
say that's line of sight.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure, that works. That works. You kind of see him. He's like
Does he have
trying to like
any
reach
kind
into
of,
a pouch. Huh?
does he have any kind of cover or anything? Is there a cover mechanic here?
Nope.
The only
Nope.
thing that you're
Fireball.
seeing right now is
Fireball.
he's basically reaching into his pouch
I hit
and
him
he's pulling
anyway.
out what looks like a white something.
I'm gonna say he's got hit.
He just
He was bringing
What
out
did
a
you-
tissue.
did.
What did you hit him with, Luke?
Can you
Great
can you
balls of
enlighten the
fire.
crowd at home? Whoosh! Alright, so that pretty much, yeah, that's gonna do it.
Hadouken.
Oh, you good. Alright, that does him in. He is now Morte. Ah, why does this screen keep popping up? Alright, so he is now cursed splat. He's a burnt cinder right now.
Ooh, burnt cinder.
Okay,
Call it out. That's
we
5.
are back. Nice. Alright, I am gonna do a quick roll here.
Are you keeping score, Luke? How many you've taken down?
I'm just rolling a die here real quick. He's got a disadvantage.
I don't like that you're randomly rolling a die.
Not very good. Alright, the first human in there is trying to like wriggle free from these spears and stuff. He's not having a very good time of it. But the other guy...
That's good. Who says we want them to go free before we question them?
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh man! All right, that
The
guy
second
is able
one's
to
skin
actually
turns green and his
wrench
pants
free.
are purple.
He pulls off his. They snapped their bonds the previous round. This time he basically pulls the rag off of his head where it was gagging him, and he grabs up one of the spears from the ground that was kind of stuck in the ground as a part of the palisade. And then he's kind of kicking his way free. So next round he can attack if there's anything left. So that brings us back to the top of the round. Back to Bear Iron Board.
All right, I'm feeling good, especially because
there's just this one guy here.
Yep, I can come over here, and this gives me advantage.
Dun dun dun.
And
You've got a comrade here.
We are gonna smack the crap out of this dude.
Good old-fashioned hootenanny.
That'll do her.
Come on, come on.
Thank
Twice.
goodness.
That will
There we
do
go.
it. Yeah, either way, baby. All right, roll that damage. Better of the two.
Hey!
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh,
That pretty much does. It's just
he
it
pulls
is
out
not
his
this,
giant Bible
this
and he
troop's
squishes
day.
him with it.
I'm not even gonna desecrate my hammer with this. I'm gonna hit you with the word of the Lord. All right, so he is officially dead. Let's see here. We are down
And
to
Hendrik goes,
Hendrik.
"Oh man, you didn't save any for me."
There's two
Well,
guys
Kendrick,
sleeping over there.
There's two guys sleeping here. You've also got that guy who next round, his turn is gonna book it.
Dude, if you want to pull out your bow and shoot him, I would not be opposed.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. So what are the rules
as a
on
free
pulling it
action,
out?
I'm
pulling the bow
so as a
out.
free action, you can drop your bow, and then or drop your knives. You won't be able to sheath them. And then as a move action, you can pull your bow, and then you can shoot.
Okay, I'm in.
So you can do
Let
it
me
this
find my
round.
character sheet.
Do your short bow attack, and I think you are within short range. Yep.
Where's
Oh
my
yeah.
short
So you're
bow?
no
Way
modifiers
within
there.
range.
Range weapons.
Way within there. You can hit him with a throwing knife. Actually, you could have been.
Yes.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Yeah, well.
And you shot him in the leg, so he's not running anymore.
I only have 1 damage dice, don't I?
Well, it just so happens that
Yeah.
the 2 weapons you have. Well, you have 3 weapons. I think, don't you? Do you have dagger and a
I have
short bow, or do you have a
short bow,
short sword?
25, 1d6 piercing, 80 to 320 range.
Well, Jeff put the skull and crossbones on him, so he must be dead.
Oh,
No, he's
okay.
hit. He's hit. Oh, I put the skull and crossbones on. Sorry.
1d6.
That's not the one I wanted.
Oh.
That's all I had was
Sorry.
1d6. What did I roll?
A 3.
I can't tell what I rolled on these.
That's right. For your short bow. But your daggers have, I think, 1d4, and then if you have a short sword, that's a 1d6. But okay, so he has been hit, and that is Kendrick's turn. And this next turn, he basically our little goblin friend there, he's gonna try and book out of here, bugging out, and off he goes.
No.
So he's basically gone back in here. Now, at this stage, he's out of sight, but just looking off in the distance, you know that there's not really anywhere he can go unless he starts heading east on the map and trying to get away. So now he's kind of like in this little trail back here, so he is effectively out of your sight right now.
So I already used up my
In
move
fact, I will
action,
go in.
right?
You did. You did. So I'll just do that. So that way you guys can't see that part. There you go. There. I blinded you again. Because there's like trees and stuff that are in the way, so you can't quite see. So he is out of here. Like Vladimir. Alright. Effectively, combat is over. You got your 2 sleeping beauties over here. So
This is when Baird comes over
what do you guys want to do
here
next?
and collapses some
Hammer.
sleeping skulls.
That's my favorite lullaby. Collapse some sleeping skulls.
Oh,
So theoretically, it's an automatic crit.
pretty much, yeah.
'Cause
So
they're
I would
sleeping-
say just roll your damage. I won't have you
Oh, I won't.
unless you want to try and chance rolling a 1. But yeah, there you go.
You're good. He'd be dead.
Where'd the roll go? Is,
What a satisfying thunk.
that one is Morte. All right. The one of the guys from in here, he'll come over here and he'll actually lay into that guy, just so he can
So
get rid of
we-
1.
are we still in the fight, or is the fight done?
No, fights.
The fight is done now. It's a +2 right now. Alright, let's see how he does. Ugh! Within an inch of his life.
Well, he wakes up.
He'll give him a yeah. He wakes up. He's like, but he's got a spear in his gut, so he's not really going anywhere. So the guy will give it a twist and finish him off. So, all right. So that is basically the end of combat, and I can shut off the.
Dang.
shut
Always
off
one
the
guy gets
goblin
away.
noises.
Was that the same guy that we were going to chase the whole time?
They're goblins. They get away. It's fine. It's like trying to kill
There's,
rabbits. You can't get them all.
Yeah, you can't get them all. There's always going to be more, so it's not like you're going to run out. So, all right. So basically, you guys are now. We'll just bring in some forest music here, forest sound. It's now eerily nature sounding, quiet, except for the occasional fireball. But all right, so we are good to go. Anything that you guys want to do? You're starting to kind of check out the bodies, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
specifically, I want to see what that powder was he was pulling out.
Well, actually, what you thought was powder, ironically enough, was a folded up white flag. It was basically a kerchief.
Yeah, I knew that was the case. That's why I was hoping you'd kill him before he
the
pulled it out.
possibility that he was looking to surrender.
All right. Well, then I loot the bottom.
Possibility he was looking to surrender.
Well, I'm
right.
basically gonna look to.
The hobgoblin himself. Okay. All right. I guess between Baird and Kendrick, you guys are searching the goblins there.
Yeah, Kendrick's got to deal with the
human
guy and all that stuff. That's his business.
Yeah, I want to talk to this dude right here.
Well, who wants to talk to the humans and who wants to talk to the humans and who wants to loot?
I believe the big red circle is making it quite obvious to all that I want to talk to.
I want to loot. I want to dig through the tents. It's got to be something interesting in one of these.
All right, so let's do this. Kendrick goes off and starts looking through the tents. Silas goes over and loots the leader's body. And then Barrett is heading over to the humans. I'm assuming, helping
Leave
pull
it
down
to
the
the
palisade.
lawful cleric.
Just gonna do the right thing. So he basically is going over and helping pull the palisade down. The two humans are, and they're kind of setting the half elf up, kind of leaning himself up so that he can kind of maybe up against one of the tents or something like that, so that he can sit up a little bit. And they're going to try and work on waking him up. But the half elf looks like he's probably, I don't know, a librarian of some kind, because it doesn't look like he gets out much. He's pretty pale, even by the Moon Sea standards, where it's mostly gray skies out there. But he looks like he's probably an indoor half elf, not an outdoor half elf. Whereas the two men are cut from similar cloth as Harlan, calloused hands. They've got their clothes are a little bit ragged. They still have kind of shreds of their armor left on. They've got some wounds here and there, but they're still kind of carrying themselves with a bit of sturdiness. They're, again, kind of judging. Baird, you've got kind of a good idea of how healing works and what people look like when they've been hurt, and they're probably about halfway through their hit points at this point. One of the guys who looks to be more of the leader steps forward and offers a hand. Says, "Name's Steve. Thank you so much for bringing the hurt on these gobbers."
We met a friend of yours over on the pathway over here. Said we had to look for you, so I figured we'd come to help.
Aye, all right. Is that Harlan? He's alive?
He is alive. Not much of a stout fella, but he is alive.
He's one of our scouts. Too bad he wasn't awake when the attack came. But yeah, those are the breaks, I guess. These little buggers, man, they came up and they waylaid us in the middle of the night. Well, my name's Steve. My buddy over here, his name is, oh shoot, I forgot his name, sorry. His name's Gentry. And, well, Sleepy here, his name's Undil. We were basically seeing him off the Black Horse when we got waylaid.
Is he up yet?
The half elf, he's starting to kind of slowly come around. He's a little bit groggy, but yeah, he is starting to slowly come around.
I just kind of want to nudge him with my boot.
Yeah.
So
what's happening? Who's there? And he is trying to rub at his eyes and stuff.
And because I have to, Baird's all about being proper. He will give his little bow, but he will at the same point also say, "So tell me, what's a half elf from the Moon Sea doing here?"
He gives you an eye, and for a second there, you can tell some of the elfiness of him is not too pleased to see a dwarf, but he's free, I guess, nonetheless. But he kind of looks you up and down. He's like, "Hey, I'm journeying to the Black Horse." visiting.
Oh, I got that. What's your purpose?
What business of yours? What business of yours? I appreciate your salvation, but
yeah, I just kind of leaned in. I go, I could give you back to the gobbers.
no, you can. Look, they're all dead.
Hi,
He's
but
like,
you see that one that buggered off? He's gonna bring friends, and I don't want to leave you here.
I take the. I assume we can hear them talking.
yeah. I mean, it's not so much echoing and
Okay.
resounding.
So, what is the nature of this big hole?
Are you asking the elf, or are you just going to take a look?
No, I'm asking you. I'm looking down in the hole.
I'm looking down in the hole too.
Okay. A giant rancor comes out and eats both of you. Oh no, the rancor!
Boba Fett jumps
It's right
out.
now right now over the hole is a greasy black tarp. So it basically is like kind of covering what's there. As you come around, if you come around over this way, you can actually squeeze your way through the little walled area there. The wall that's around here is maybe about 3 feet tall. So it's kind of like an abatement around a well, but obviously if you're looking at the circumference of this, it's a bit bigger than your standard well. But over on this side here, there's a little access walkway, and it looks like there's some goblin footprints back and forth here.
Okay.
So but again,
first thing I do is I yell over to Baird, there's a perfectly serviceable hole here, if you'd like to stay. And then I look for any mechanism for traveling up and down the hole.
All right, interesting.
When Baird hears
to...
that, Jeff, when Baird hears that, he kind of just looks at him because, you know, Baird's not a bad guy. He wouldn't actually leave him there.
I'm not expecting you to actually leave him there.
No, I know, but there's a difference between putting the fear of the Allfather in a guy versus offering to throw him in the hole.
It worked out for Joseph. It's fine.
Put him in the hole. You put him in the hole. Let me put another face here, so that'll be Gentry and Harlan, or not Harlan, Stiv. And then I think I have one for, let me see. Yeah, it's not the best, but that's him there. Just kind of like a little drawing there. Is that a...
Oh no, he's still in the circle.
That's a dead thing. Oh, he's still there. Well, they're moving him out to kind of lean him against something so he can kind of keep him in the circle. All right, so as you guys are starting to kind of question the half-elf, the two men, Stiv and Gentry, they're kind of getting, not agitated, but they're starting to say, okay. Stiv has a spear in his hand, and he, kind of kicks at another spear, and Gentry gets the idea, or Gentry understands and grabs a spear of his own, and Stiv kind of says, look, fellas, really do appreciate you helping us out here, getting us out of this jam, and don't get me wrong, we can make it worth your while. I mean, obviously you can have your pick of the grotesque litter that's out here, but we basically got dragged here, and we would definitely like to get the Black Horse. And if you guys want to help us, great. If you don't, that's great. If you guys are going back to Malvant, we can get you some additional money there. If you're going to Black Horse, we can get you additional money there as well. But we're gonna have to ask you to not press our charge here.
Well,
it's our job to get him to and fro safely.
I can certainly appreciate a job that needs to get done. Like, we are on our way to Black Horse, so we can travel with you as far as you want to go.
All right. Look, I don't mean to be a hard case about this. It's just, I don't know. We've made this run a few times, and it's goblin activity lately. I ran across a couple trappers said they saw a band of orcs in the night. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know. I mean, he Gentry, the other guy, is looking over and seeing the halfling going over by the hole, and he says, "Hey, I saw that hobgoblin. He was going in and out of there every so often. I don't know what he was looking for, but they were looking for something." And so, I don't know. What, Silas? Are you coming around the side? Kendrick, are you coming around the side? How are you guys?
Yeah. I'm looking for the up and down mechanism.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There
So let's make sure that area is all
staircase.
there. So that's all revealed for you. Okay. So in this particular area here, you're seeing like all around in here, you're seeing like kind of scattered rubble. Where it looks like they put it up, and there's a few like goblin size, even human size hammers and chisels, not chisels, but picks and stuff like that are it looks like they've been digging in there. Now, as you start kind of looking at the rubble, and some of it's kind of organized where they piled it up, others it looks like it's just been just haphazardly scattered around.
That looks like an excavation kind of a thing.
Yeah, kind of a mixture. Give me an investigation roll, Silas. And then Kendrick, did you actually go through with looking in the tents, or are you backing up Silas's play here?
I'm backing up Silas's play here. I'm curious what this hole is.
Okay. All right. So
There's a giant hole in the ground at the bottom, in a little village. It's weird.
All right, Silas, you knocked a good one in there. Okay, so what you are seeing right now is it looks like there was an excavation going on. And between, I don't know who got the good roll before when you first came upon the site, and noticing that the tents here were obviously human make. You're seeing human-sized tools here, along with some kind of makeshift rope tied, like basically like heavy rocks tied to sticks by twine. So it's probably goblin tools of some kind. It looks like the excavation was started by humans, but it was continued by goblins. Probably at the direction of this hobgoblin guy. So that's kind of what you're seeing. Now there's still kind of like a greasy tarp that's over the hole itself, but when you walk into that kind of little alcove type thing, you can see the beginnings of what looks like stairs kind of rounding its way down. So
I say we pull off the cover.
All right. Kendrick, while Silas is investigating, give me a perception check.
Perception. Oh. Well, investigation.
Right. Well, because I want to see if you hear this. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here. That's what the DM's talking about.
Ooh, you get to. Obviously I did not hear something.
Well, between Silas kind of pulling the tarp back, and then you're kind of like shifting through the rubble and getting out of the way as he's pulling the tarp back. All right, let's see here. There was a couple options that you guys had to go with tonight, and that was one of them. But I need to get the.
So, Mr. It's 10:52 our time.
Yeah, this would probably be a good spot to break it if you guys want to.
Well, I say we send them off to Black Horse, say we'll meet you there, but we gotta investigate this hole.
And it is part of our job here is to figure out what's going on along the way, right?
We were charged to get information.
I thought we agreed
the
elf was going over the edge of the hole and checking it for us.
Hey, he's only half elf. Come on now.
Oh, we were gonna toss him in, right?
We were only half threatening.
Hilarious. Threatening.
All right, so shall we wait till
hilarious.
the next time to see what happens when we pull off the cover?
Yeah, we'll dip a little bit. The cover comes off, and you do see the beginnings of what looks like stone stairs, but then it starts. It's kind of a mixture of stone and wood, and it spirals down, and it's black down there, and you can't see what's at the bottom, or you can't see the bottom at this point. Stiv kind of he shifts back and forth on his stance, and he's like, "Hey, look, there's I don't know about going in there. You guys aren't going to want us to go down there, are you? We got to get this guy back to Black Horse, and we've already gotten hacked up and stuff. I mean, you guys really want to go down there?"
I just kind of look at the other two and go, apparently.
You guys are brave as fuck. People deny. I'll tell you. All right. Well, when you guys kind of point us in the right direction of where Harlan's at.
So I'll point to it. Follow the trail up that way. You'll see him by the place where you guys made camp.
Kind of pointing there. Oh, he's still over there. Okay. All right. Okay. You guys want us to just kind of wait for you? We gotta have some time to kind of heal up here for a bit, but we can wait. It's already. He's like, look up in the sky. It's gray, but looks like he has some kind of wilderness lore. It looks like it's gonna be sundown here pretty soon, so we're probably gonna camp out there the night. So if you guys want to meet up with us before the morning, we can set off then. That's probably when we'll leave.
I just kind of look down the hole and go, clearly we can't get in too much trouble down there. Sounds like a plan. We'll meet you there.
The half-elf kind of remaining quiet for the time being is like, kind of lets out a sigh, or lets out a breath that he hadn't really known he was holding at the time. Fine. Well then, I have business to attend to, and I would like to try and rest some of this pains off. So, boys, let's go. Take me back to the camp. Assuming, of course, you won't fall asleep and try and get me killed again. Thought you people were supposed to protect me. Quiet you. Let's go. Steve he just kind of helps him up and gestures to Gentry to come over and give him a shoulder so they can start kind of walking out. All right, so
as they're leaving, I yell, "They weren't the only ones to fall asleep."
That's right. Thanks to the halfling. Okay, so running down, if you guys want to run down the list of the things you got off of the whatchamacallits, the goblins and the hobgoblins. I have it listed here. If you guys want to write, send it to you with the reminder notes. But a few items of interest here, namely 40 gold, 75 silver. You have acquired 2 more potions of Cure Light Wounds, 2 human short swords, one of which was on the hobgoblin's hip. He was probably using it as a longsword. They're not too short, but this one isn't exactly the tallest hobgoblin you've seen. He had a set of studded leather that looks in pretty good nick. That could probably be worn by a dwarf if they squeezed into it. Probably worn by a halfling if you wanted to, but being a wizard, Silas probably wouldn't want to get stuck in that thing. But there is one item of interest. Silas, I will need to have you roll. What is that? That is... Give me another investigation roll. Because this would be something you would recognize. I'll give you an advantage on this. All right, 18. Good. All right. This it's basically a stick, like a walking stick, and on the stick it's got like these kind of inscriptions on it. And let's see here, give you a little bit of a description here. It basically looks like he kind of refashioned it to be a scepter of some kind, or like a directing stick, that sort of thing, kind of a symbol of his authority, because it's got like little like claws and stuff attached to it, probably stuff from like a dead rat or something like that, and then it's got some feathers kind of tied to the end of it. But the thing that you notice, Silas, that stands out is that it is what looks like half of a wizard's staff. And it has some interesting writing on there. What languages do you speak?
Halfling and common.
How many languages do you speak?
You have a skill in knowledge arcana, though, don't you?
This can also be when you go, "Hey Baird, do you know what this says?"
Read this out loud as he plugs his ears. So you do have a skill in knowledge arcana, is that right?
Yep.
Silas? Okay. All right. You do notice that there is some arcane writing on this, and one of the things that this staff at one point in its severed life belonged to a red wizard.
Okay.
And if you'll remember your Forgotten Realms lore, or we can rehash that when we get back. We'll talk about it then.
All right.
So,
Sounds good.
all right. So you've got a hole in the ground that a pair of dwarves and a halfling are going to go down. Good time to break it, eh, boys? All right. So are you guys going to elect to go ahead and head straight down, or are you going to look through the camp for anything else? Maybe camp here the evening and then go down in the morning?
I would love.
You're going to do it right now.
Yeah,
I would love
I think we ought to heal.
camp here.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least for a
Do you
little
want to
bit.
stay in camp here, or do you want to go back and camp with the Stiv and the boys? Because they have your cart. And
Yeah, I think we
mule.
should at least go back and get the cart, but I don't think we should abandon this place overnight.
Okay.
So do you want to go get our stuff and then
All
set
right,
up
then.
camp right here by the hole?
I do.
Camp by the hole.
All right. Camping by the
Yeah,
hole.
I'm not opposed to that.
All right, then that's what you guys will do. We'll basically pick up the next time with you guys catching up with Stiv, Gentry, and the half-elf Undil as they're making their way back to the camp. And you guys can continue the discussion then, and then we'll explore this little pit tomorrow or next time we get together. So, all right, good work, guys. Lots of fun. Any other questions or anything?
Nope.
No? All right. Well, by adding today's performance plus the last few sessions that we've been through in the morning when you guys wake up, and we'll get to that next time we get together. But you guys are going to be moving up a level. So between the slaughter of innocent goblins and the roleplay and everything, you guys have advanced a level at this point.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
So
we'll kind of be planning on if you want
to go through our character sheets and whatnot, and figure out what needs to use spells and things like that.
If you guys want to do that between now and then, that's great, and then we can pick it up from there.
All right.
And then
Yeah,
Mike,
that's good.
Mike Bosch, if you want to get together sometime between now and the next time we get together, we can go over that.